It's not an innovation for anyone to discover the constant and blatant yet flat and inconsistent lies of Russian authorities and subordinated media. The examples of those are pretty known and evident, and the special projects are created as to disclose Russian disinformation, such as Russia Lies, Youth Disinfo, Inform Napalm, Stop Fake, etc. And still, what makes it so massive and so effective, even with the whole world countering it? The first, post-truth world. While we live in postmodernism age, characterized by ultimate relativism and ontological uncertainty, global community increasingly looks for someone who speaks definitely, loudly, clearly, and persuasively. In that demand, even a liar who is certain and seems to be strong easily can win the auditory. The second, vast organizational, material, and informational resources. According to Quoracom, Russia's largest news organizations are state-funded and state-controlled. Russia Today alone has an annual budget on the order of $400 million US. Multiplying that by a factor of 10 to account for ITAR TASS, RIA, a dozen TV channels, Zvezda, and many others, would give you a ballpark estimate. Thus, enlisting, recruiting, and converting media, Russian special services and propaganda structures fulfill the state order. The third, 100-year experience of propaganda and brainwashing, starting with Red Revolution, where propaganda and informational influence were employed as a forefront mean. Russian authorities intensely developed skills of how to lie and manage massive opinions. Those have been enhanced even more during the Cold War, where a totalitarian regime created tight information vacuum of Soviet Union false dominance and superiority over USA and Western world. The fourth, use of religion as informational and propaganda asset. After debunking religion for the advantage of scientific atheism, Soviets discovered its usefulness as to influence masses and promote the policy. In order to avoid repressions, persecution and execution, lots of priesthood converted to KGB agents of influence, thus turning Russian Orthodox Church into main propaganda instrument active nowadays. The fifth, use of intimidation and terror. Through extensive use of intimidation and terror, Kremlin creates an emotional demand, which is subsequently fulfilled with the information it renders to be true and reliable. Being in the state of fear or anxiety, an auditory is inclined to accept every nonsense whatsoever. The famous examples are the crucified Russian-speaking child in Western Ukraine, passionate necrophiles from the right sector, Ukrainian extremists eating children, and so on. By agitating the global community moods, Russia successfully sells its outrageous lies.